Hi there and welcome to the MCN tutorial video series, and today we will be covering how to approach a school with the MCN project. Firstly, you start by selecting a school that you perhaps have a relationship with already or which you have identified as in need of this project. Thereafter, you set an appointment with the school either by phoning or by passing by the school and asking to meet with management. And by management, this refers to either the deputy principal or the principal. This could take some time, as you could end up waiting for some time, but you could just schedule 30 minutes at least to meet with management. Thereafter, you will then introduce yourself, your organization, and the project, where you tell them about the relevance of this project to their school. And in this way, you link the school's objectives to the project as well. So you explain that you will be working with grade 9 learners on a project that aims to capacitate them on knowledge and skills on social topics. Hereafter, you also explain what would be needed from the school, such as you will 1. Need the learners during their life orientation classes, and then you elaborate on why you need them during life orientation classes, as the topic is in relation to the ALO curriculum. Thereafter, you explain that you would need to do activation workshops during these life orientation classes, which could take only 1 day. Thereafter, you would need the selected changemakers to then be available for virtual training, which could take 2 days. This could take place within the school premises, virtually via connecting with the educator, or it could be through joining at a different school, whichever makes more sense and is more convenient for the school and the relevant CSO which will be supporting them. You would also need a contact teacher, which would be the teacher responsible for these change makers and everything that the change makers need. It would be the middleman between the CSO and the learners, and they will ensure that the learners have all the support that they need inside the school when the CSOs aren't there to support them. Furthermore, you would need the support of all the educators and the principal as well to ensure that the learners are able to run this process and have a learner-led approach as well, and not to overstate or overstep the wishes that they have when it comes to campaigning. After this appointment, make sure that you leave the school with the teacher's contact details. This could be the principal and the teacher that will be responsible for these change makers. Make sure that you have their contact details as well as the date when to return for the activation workshops. Thereafter, you would then need to ensure that management writes out a letter to confirm that you have been at the school and that they give you permission to run the MCN project within the school. This could also be a pre-written letter by your organization, which the school just signs and stamps. So for example, how I would approach a school if I had to run the MCN project within that school is as follows. Good day, sir or ma'am. My name is Debene Jordan. I'm from Masifunde Learner Development, and I'm here to tell you about the Masifunde Changemaker Network Project. And then they would allow me to speak, hopefully, and thereafter I would then explain what the Masifunde Changemaker Network is all about. So the Masifunde Changemaker Network aims to capacitate learners on social topics such as violence, school safety, and bullying. And this is relevant to what they are currently being taught in the ALO curriculum. This is an entirely learner-led approach which aims to capacitate the learners to be change makers and bring about change within their schools. We specifically work with grade 9 learners, as through educating and empowering them, they get to empower the grade 8s below them, and they get to constantly do that when they're in grade 10 and 11, and hopefully also when they're in grade 12, they're still carrying the values and the principles of a change maker.